Hey, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to ring that bell. If you ring that bell, you know what you're going to get? Awesome sandwich recipes like today. Wow, a Reuben sandwich. Hey, I'm in New York. New York, classic Reuben steak. We're going to make pastrami today. Not from beef. Can't do that on this channel. Got to use tofu. It's going to taste like pastrami though. It's going to be wonderful. I'm really in the mood for Reuben sandwich. All right, let's start cooking. So we can't just have a Reuben sandwich. We gotta have something with it, you know, something on the side. French fries is classic, but you know what's better than French fries? Sweet potato fries. Wonderful. First thing we gotta do is wash the sweet potatoes. And I mean really wash them. Cut the ends off. Cut in half. And depending on the sweet potato, I might cut it into each half into thirds or each half into half. Okay? This is pretty thick. I'm going to cut this into thirds. Same thing here. Hey, sweet potatoes are round, you know, so they can roll around a little bit. Be careful. Don't cut yourself. If you do, got Vasitration, some Band-Aids right in the next room. I'm prepared. Okay, we gotta season up these fries. Teaspoon of salt. About a half teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Woo, love it. About a teaspoon of paprika. And a teaspoon of granulated garlic. That's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And mix that all up. Kind of rub it in there together like that. Mix it up and rub it. Rub it. See how I'm rubbing it? Hey, don't worry about getting your hands dirty. That's okay. Wash them later. Rub that seasoning on those sweet potatoes. Woo! Okay, so I sprayed that tray with some spray oil. I put the sweet potatoes on the tray. Okay, I got here a 350 degree preheated oven. That's the way to go. I put them inside the oven. I put the timer on 45 minutes for those sweet potatoes. If I don't put that timer on, I'm gonna burn them. There's a lot of sugar in sweet potatoes. It's good, but there's a lot of sugar in them. So you gotta be careful. 45 minutes should be fine. 350 degrees, beautiful. Okay, time to make the pastrami seasoning. Very simple stuff. You know, you buy pastrami in the store, you think, oh, I can't make this. Yeah, you can. It's very easy. Check this out. Start with 3 tablespoons of black pepper. So I have a fresh grinder here. It's going to make all the difference in the world if your fresh grinder is black pepper. Just takes a little bit of exercise to do it, that's all. Whew! I'm breaking a sweat, man. That was a lot of exercise. Okay, so next ingredient. Okay, 2 tablespoons ground coriander. 2 tablespoons brown sugar. And the brown sugar I'm going to use is a coconut sugar. It's a wonderful brown sugar. 1, 2. But hey, pastrami is classically smoked. So instead of using 1 tablespoon of paprika, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Hey, genius! All right. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon dry mustard. And 4 teaspoons of salt. And mix this all together. That's beautiful. Okay. Classically, you use a brisket of beef. Very nice. You use top round. I like brisket better. It's a little more juicier, has a little more fat in it. But no beef here. Almost vegan. We got tofu. It's going to work out very nicely. 8 pieces. So you cut it in half. Look at that. I cut it in half. I cut each half into quarters. Beautiful. Beautiful. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to season up these pieces of tofu. Very nice. Look at that. I'm seasoning them pretty liberally, right? Get plenty of seasoning on there. Then I have to turn them over. We gotta season the other side. Okay, I'm going to put them in this greased pan. Spray the top of them with oil like that. And then in the oven. Hey, I'm putting it right in the oven with the potatoes. It'll take about a half hour at 350 degrees. Woo! Smells delicious. Hey, the idea is to let that seasoning permeate into the tofu. It's going to be good. Listen, it's not exactly pastrami, but it's going to taste just like pastrami. The sandwich is going to be delicious. Hey, look at that mess. I got to wash that off. That's terrible. Did you know this sandwich is served on rye bread with pastrami and cheese and sauerkraut. Sauerkraut? Sauerkraut. I gotta prepare that sauerkraut. This is how I do it. Sauerkraut. Get yourself some good sauerkraut. How do you know sauerkraut's good? Chef Dan's gonna tell you. Okay, so I got this sauerkraut here. Ta-da! Big size. I got from Costco. Costco has this sauerkraut. It's delicious, and it's real sauerkraut. What do I mean by real sauerkraut? No vinegar. Yo, sauerkraut's sour. How can I not have vinegar? It's a fermented cabbage. So the ingredients in here is simply cabbage, salt, garlic. That's it. Hey, you don't believe me? Check this out. Hey, you see that? All right. Hey, to make this sauerkraut, you take a bowl. You take a good handful of sauerkraut. Hey, wash your hands first, all right? And you squeeze out that juice. I don't want the juice. I just want the cabbage. Squeeze it out really good. Okay, so you have about a cup of sauerkraut in the bowl. Now we have to use mayonnaise, and you could use vegan mayonnaise. It's okay. I choose Hellmann's real mayonnaise because that's my favorite, and it's almost vegan, so it fits. It's all right. And I use about 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon of ketchup. The only ketchup I'll ever use is Heinz. And I need some sweet relish. Hey, any relish is good. I'm going to mix it in with the sauerkraut and everything, so I don't need to get like the most outstanding relish. I just get a regular relish. And I'm going to throw a tablespoon of relish in with the sauerkraut. And there's my sauerkraut mixture. Woo, very nice. Okay, so you have the sauerkraut mixture on the side. Okay, classic cheese for this sandwich is Swiss cheese. They don't make vegan Swiss cheese. And you know what? You don't need it, so I'm not gonna go that route. if you love Swiss cheese and you want Swiss cheese, by all means, use Swiss cheese. It'll be more of a vegetarian sandwich than a vegan sandwich, but you can do that. I choose a vegan cheese. Violife is really good cheese. Okay. What you're looking for is an ingredient called lecithin. You don't want that in there. That's the protein found in cheese. That gives it that stretchability, meltability. You don't want lecithin in there. So this cheese is not going to melt as nice as a real cheese because it doesn't have the lecithin, but it doesn't have the lecithin. So, you know, lecithin is not, it's in a vegan diet. It's okay, but it's not part of a healthy diet. So you try to get the vegan cheese without the lecithin. It's going to be good for you, and it's going to taste good. Hey, this is a smoked provolone cheese. I felt it was okay because it has that smokiness, and in the pastrami flavor, I want more smokiness. So this is going to work really well. Hey, what about the bread? You got to check this out. Dave's Killer Bread. They have a rye variety. It's really good. It's kind of like a rye pumpernickel swirl. Very nice, very hearty, very delicious. I love Dave's Killer Bread. It's not a sponsor or anything. I just happen to go to the store and get Dave's Killer Bread, and I love it. I love all their varieties, especially the rye bread to make sandwiches. Wonderful. Wonderful bread. Okay, so I'm going to see you in about a half hour or so when that pastrami's done and the sweet potatoes are done. Going to make this sandwich. Listen, it's 10 o'clock in the morning here. I'm going to eat that sandwich at 10 o'clock in the morning because it is going to be delicious. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's put this sandwich together. Let's get this thing cooking. We got 2 pieces of rye bread. Beautiful. Here's the trick. You need 1 piece of cheese on the bottom, and you're going to need a piece of cheese on the top. So when it melts, it kind of seals everything in. Tofu just came out of the oven. Look at that color. Nicely seasoned, hot, beautiful. Right on top of the cheese. I'll cover with some of the sauerkraut. Hey, don't put on gobs and gobs of sauerkraut. Just enough to cover. Maybe a 1/4 of an inch thick. Cover all over the place. And don't forget, 1 more slice of cheese on top. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, so we got to put this in a pan. I give this sandwich a spray. And then I put that spray side down. Like that. Okay. Then I spray the top. Then I have one of these. It's like a little weight. Hey, you can go to the garden and get like a brick and wrap it in aluminum foil and do the same thing. But I like these. Not too expensive. You get it at Amazon. It works perfectly. You put that right on top. Balance it nice. Make your fire a little low. I want the inside to be hot and the bread to be nicely brown at the same time. For that, you got to put on a little low fire and leave it like, 7 minutes on each side about. Keep checking it though. Every stove is a little different. Okay. Okay, I just flipped that over. Look at that color. Look at that. Ooh, that looks good. Okay. Hey, see those sweet potatoes back here? It just came out of the oven. Beautiful color. Look at that. Give it a slight squeeze. If it gives a little bit, then it's cooked. Sandwich is looking good. Hey, I use my serrated knife. Cuts through a sandwich nice. I cut at a slight angle just to make it look good. Beautiful. Nice sweet potato fries. That's wonderful. I forgot one thing, very important. Stay where you are. You gotta have a gigantic sour, not half sour, fully sour garlic pickle. Yeah. Now that's delicious. Hey, if you like that sandwich, you know what you gotta check out? I make another video, alright? Pastrami flavored mushrooms in a sandwich. That's also awesome. You gotta check that out. Mushroom flavor with the pastrami seasoning. Just terrific. And I'll see you there. Mmm. That's good. Oh, man. I'll see you at the next video.